Hey, this is Carla Michelle with the Strong Woman's Network, and I am so happy to have you here with me again on this podcast. If you have not already subscribed or given a 5-star rating, please do so. It is something that is very helpful, and share these podcasts because there is something I believe that everyone needs and should hear. That's why I do it, because I believe it's necessary. So share it, subscribe, give a 5-star rating, and let's just dig in. We are currently in the last week of 2021. What I wanted to do is give some insight in a 5-day plan, points, however you would like to apply it. But what I do have for you is form of discussion about what we need to do right now as we enter into 2021. Let's debrief 2020. And as we know, 2020 has been a banger in so many ways. Economically, financially, personal, business, family. There's so much. But the biggest thing is, I hope that you've learned something about yourself. I hope that you were able to see something in you and you were able to dig wee bit deeper into who you are and what you have to offer. Here at the Strong Woman's Network podcast, we talk about the strong in us, being strategic, being talented, understanding your talent, the power of resilience, the necessity of optimism, and then the necessity of knowing you're necessary. And then with that, strategy, talent, resilience, optimistic, being necessary, you go global. And if it's not the world, let it be your world. So as we close out 2020, I want to just talk about today. Now, the next episode will have another topic and steps. But today, I want to talk about letting the past go. I don't know what you experienced. I don't know what happened. It could be top level. It could be so sad. But today we're going to talk about letting the past go on the Strong Woman's Network podcast. All right. Letting the past go. So what is the first step of letting past go? I had shared on IGTV when I went live about the power of retiring something in your life. I have recently retired the Monday minutes that I used to do for Instagram that I was doing. I just got on Instagram. It's probably just been 2 years, and now I am retiring a Monday minute. I did it every Monday faithfully. Either you got a video, you got some kind of comment that encouraged you to go to the next level, to push yourself, to let you know you're not alone, to believe that you had a dream that's needed. I went through it all. I felt. And then there became a time where I just stopped. I felt that it was time to retire that process in my life. I stopped. And do you know what? I don't believe anyone, if they noticed, they didn't say anything, but I don't even believe anyone noticed. So in that, I stopped in October, and here we are in December, not one DM, not one email saying, where are you? Well, I didn't stop everything. I just stopped the Monday minute. I didn't stop encouraging. I just stopped that avenue in which I encourage. So I tell you this, you need to see what needs to be retired before you go into 2021. That is business-wise, that is personal-wise, that's relationship-wise. I have to say this, there are times in my years of dating that if we, and it wasn't someone seriously dating, it was just someone, just kind of you're dating, you're going out, and you could be serious, but And if it didn't fit in my new year, I would break it off. I would stop. I did that. Yes, because I really felt this was a time of new beginnings. This was a time set apart, an opportunity to do things different, to not carry what's not working into a new opportunity. So, yeah, I would have the hard conversation of, or, if they were the kind of a person who kind of ghosted anyway, I just wouldn't follow up anymore. I let the ghost be the ghost. So that is letting go of what you have that is no longer serving you. What is that? Think about it. Professionally, business wise, emotionally, relational, in your family, what you're doing, a product you offer, an action that you do. Let go of the past. Let it go. You have to remember it is okay to let it go. We think that we have to hold on to it because that's where we find our value and our purpose. But if it's not bringing a return to you, stop trying to revive it. Stop trying to keep it alive if it is not working, if it's not sustainable. Now, I need you to understand there could be things that with life as it is that you cannot do right now. But I'm talking about things that are just not viable anymore, that are just not getting the results that you want. They're just, you know in your gut, for some, in your spirit that it is time to let it down, to let it go, right? So, and also when you do that, don't discredit progress or don't discredit success, because we think if we let something go, we won't have success somewhere else. But you have to remember, success is a process. It is not something that you can force. And if you do, and if you're able to force it, kudos to you. But can you maintain it when you force it? Because when you force it, you have to have the creativity, the insight, and the intellect to maintain such a drive at that nature for a long period of time. What you want to do is make sure that it lines up strategically with your talent. Right? You want to make sure that what you carry into 2021 or any new year, or however you revamp your life, if it's quarterly, you want to make sure it is working for you. And then knowing that your goal is success. Success is a process. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And it is easy to give up on, but there's different roads and different ways in which you can get there. So that's what is important when you are letting go of the past, to know that you're not letting go of possibility. It just could be a different road that it's time to take, a different plan, a different view. And that's why if you cannot have clarity, if you do not have clarity of where you're going and what you want to do or what you need to do with your talent, that's when you get an accountability partner. That's when you talk to a coach, a life coach, a business coach. That's when you get some outside help. They're a mentor, something that you're able to have a sounding board of what has been playing in your mind, right? So, letting go of the past, what's no longer serving you. Remember that just because you let it go does not mean it's over. It does not mean that you do not have other opportunities to have something happen in your life. For example, I have stopped the Monday Minutes, 60 seconds of encouraging someone on a Monday morning. I would do that. And I had help. People helped me, and I'm so appreciative of that. And it went on for 2 years, at least 2 years. But it wasn't longer something that made me feel like, oh, keep going. It was something that, and I tested it. I just pulled it, and it was silent that it was pulled. So that was it. I stopped, but I didn't stop doing something. In the meantime, I finished my book. I just released a book, The Strong Woman's Playbook, Become Your Greatness. I still do my podcast. I still do things. I still speak. I still coach. So those are just one of the streams of things that I like to do at no cost to encourage listeners, to encourage followers, encourage friends, encourage family into being the best person that they could be on a Monday. So that was one thing I do. But now with the book that is now available on Amazon, that is something that could carry on, that I don't have to show up on a Monday. They can pick up this book that is a deep and quick read and apply some ammunition of how to play this game called life through this method of strong, of being strategic, understanding your talent, being resilient, understanding optimism, and how necessary you are in the need to go and to expand, right? So you also have to know, I did that, but you cannot keep tabs of all the stuff you should have done in 2020. You can't keep tabs of what you should have done in 2020 because that will bring you down. So important, let it go. What you should have done and you can't do it in the days before the new year, let it go. But if you can, do it. But if you can't, let it go. Introduce it if you must again in 2021, but you should let it go now if you can't get it done. So, yes, you can have the guilt trip of all I could have done, all I should have done, but it's not going to help you today. You got to do something that helps you today and will help you in your 2021. So, hey, if you're listening to this now on Monday and you just need to take a rest for the rest of the week and just listen to things that encourage you, do that. And then revamp your goals, revamp your dreams, revamp your vision for yourself, for your business, for your family, for the relationships that you have, for things that you hold in your heart, revamp it. And the thing is, you need to make a decision. Yes, we forget the power of decision. We forget that as we go into 2021, there's just some decisions that need to be made. I think of goals, New Year's resolutions, they're decisions that we're making for 2021, right? And then we can make a decision to eat right. We can make a decision to ride our bikes for 30 minutes. We can make a decision to get a promotion. We can make a decision to bring in 50K a month. We can make a decision to have 7 figures by the end of 2021. We can make a decision to write a book. We can make a decision. Those resolutions are your decisions in writing. And if you see that you've made the decision, like I made the decision to retire Monday Minutes, I made the decision and my actions followed suit. Could I have been swerved? Possibly, maybe possibly not, to keep going, because in me, it was time to stop. So remember, as you come out of 2020, make the decisions for 2021. Make your decisions. If resolutions and goals and what aspirations is just, those words are too big for you, just make decisions. Make decisions of what you're looking for in 2021. Many of you are looking for relationships, with a healthy, loving relationship. That is a decision. But you know what that decision means? You're also deciding to be loving and healthy as well. You can make a decision to start that business, but you also have to know you're making the decision to be consistent and to not give up on yourself. You're making the decision to bet on yourself. So if you also have a goal to make certain amount of money in 2021, you've made the decision to do something that will bring in the money. What are you doing? I have had goals, financial goals, and literally have not utilized every stream that I could, because let me tell you how I missed the mark. Ideas would come, thoughts would come intuitively, and I didn't follow through. So as you come out of 2020, make the decision that you are going to listen to yourself. You're going to listen to things that drop in you, or some may recognize some things that drop in your spirit. You've got to listen, and then not just listen, you got to take action. And not only do you take action, you do the action scared if you must. And you cannot try to land this plane prior to it being done. You get what I'm saying? It's so easy to start and go high, and then life comes and things come, then your decision kind of weighs to the side. But you have to know that consistency. If you're on social media, they tell you it's consistent. My son would always tell me, Justice, always tell me, it's consistency, Mom. It's consistency. You need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. Well, I love Instagram, and I love putting content out, and Facebook and things of such, and my podcast. But there's some things easier for me to do than others. Like my podcast, I can knock out a couple of episodes. It's like a no-brainer. But when it comes to social media, I'm like, ugh, because you know why? There's so much out there, and you think in your head, like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? What not am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do reels? Am I supposed to do, and it's like, okay, reels is the thing now. I got to get in reels. I have done reels, and I can't get my words to come up at the right time, but that doesn't mean I stop. But it's consistency. And another thing I want to say, because I'm about to say it now, be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Because you can go and you can come so hard on yourself that your decision to be something or do something will fade because you're so hard on yourself. You have to let being hard on yourself go in 2021. You have to decide that regardless of what the pandemic has done to businesses, your business, your income, you have to decide that there is a way for you to do something else, to do something out. There is a way. There's something in you, because I truly believe there is always a solution to the problem. There's always a solution to the problem. If a problem is showing itself to you, then that means you have to have a solution. Does it also mean that maybe you need to change something that you've done to cause the issue? Does it mean that you have to create a different environment so that you're not around the things that cause an issue? Is it something that you have to make a decision of where you want to go or what move you want to make next? So there's always a solution. In 2021, there were always solutions in 2020, but I want you to know there's answers to your problems in 2021 because it's already in you. If it's faced you, if it's standing before you, do not run from it. Face it. Be strategic about it. Use your resilience. Understand how you know how to do things. And if you don't get some assistance, partner with somebody, talk to somebody, and find out what your next step could be. But I know, I have to say, even when I partner with clients, that answer is in them. We just have to dig it out. So dig it out. There's journaling you can do. There's talking to yourself. There is whatever it takes to get it out of you. The answer is there, right? So getting from 2020 to 2021, you got to let the past go. You have to. Success, you have to remember, is a process. And you want to always retire what is not working for you. And you want to see clearly and get a broader view of your life and the things that are offered in your life. and what you can do with them. You got to get an insight of your passions and your talent, and how can you cultivate that more so in 2021. How, if it's your talent on your job, there's something, and those of you who are ready to transition from working to yourself for someone, for working for yourself, you have what it takes. Surround yourself with some good stuff. If you don't know good people, there is good things on YouTube. Those are your best mentors. Some of the people, there's books out there. There's social media. There's encouragement. There's people give out content of how-tos all the time. Actually, I have to say this. I am doing Communicate for Success. It is an online course that I'll be releasing January 9th of 2021. But those are the things out there. So that's what's there. Things are out there for you that you can utilize. Maybe you do not want to go back to school and pay hundreds and thousands of dollars, but you can take a course for $40, or you can take a course for $100, or you can take a whole course for $300. You can apply yourself to YouTube. You can find some things that help you forget the past, letting go of the past, and making the decision to grab a hold of what's in 2021. All right. So I am going to pause there, because the next episode, we are going to be talking about situational focus and the importance, as you move out of 2020, how important situational focus, being situationally focused is, and how much it would help you stay in tune of each step that you need to take. There is a technique that would help you. So stay tuned and listen to the next episode. This is Carla Michelle. I am so happy to have this time with you, taking you from 2020 into 2021. It is my pleasure. Please look me up. I'm at drcarlainc.com, drcarlainc.com. You will find information there about the podcast. You will find information about the book. You're able to order it. It'll switch you right to Amazon, and you're able to order it online. It is an ebook as well as a paperback that will be sent directly to your home. I have people doing book clubs, and I would love to show up. If you decide to do a book club, let me be a guest. I would love to show up and just talk to you and get some insight of what you feel and what you think. And hey, Instagram, Ms. Carla Michelle, MS, CarlaMichelle. All righty. This is one of 5 episodes as we thank 2020 and we move into 2021. All right. Be grateful. Stay strong. You've got what it takes. This is Carla Michelle. I'm signing off, and I will see you next time.